they work for a reason, such as to support their families, or to support their country, or to support nature, or something like that. Like those are the people that got out of the Twin Towers, kind of thing. But everyone will get out of cave because they're loving people. Except the guy who is the insurgent from Rome. Not the monument to Rome in Italy, of course. Because they got away a few times, but they can't get away forever anymore. Because in heaven there are no bad names. This will pass away too. Did you know about the Kaiser roll? It's a sesame seed button from Sesame Street. Did you hear that? I heard about it on Strong Street. Kaiser roll is a great bun. It was invented by the Kaiser family. In fact, Kaiser University has worked with the Mayflower people to make things like mustard. My good friend Sun Lee has a husband who went to Kaiser University. He's not a mean man. After all, we don't have Alzheimer's disease. Not everyone that ever went to Kaiser, or met Kaiser, or was descended from Kaiser is bad folk. After all, it's not meant to honor Kaiser, it's to teach you not to be like Kaiser. Not to end up like Kaiser. End up like the Kaiser family instead, who beat the Nazis one day. And then they're able to feed their family and their neighborhood people and get jobs and recover from having been Kaiser's victim in World War II and not enlisting in the army against the Allied forces. Which is a good thing. Now, Ivan Bricknell also went through those things. He's part of the St. Ives family. He's part of the Le Bon family. Now, Le Bon has a wife. Her name is Martha. She came from Israel, so she's Jacob's daughter. Has one daughter, Lee. They're very happily and successfully married. And of course, that's properly translated from Martina, or Martini. So Marta is her name, or Martha, to use the American English. And of course, she's Le Bon's wife. You say hi to Yarmul if you see her. She's a little thin. She also suffers from starvation in Russia. She's not actually a dog, but she kind of barks like one sometimes when people start broadcasting a Russian ate the horse. Which is actually called the Dominica, as if we were all also rid of Dominica in the Caribbean. So meaning of when the saints come marching in, you'll have to learn the truth again here with the Laerdos group. Because remember, they're called supportive hosen because they support your legs while you have to walk and march even. They're not meant to be worn with skirts if you're doing that. In fact, if you have to be marching long, it's best to put them on your pants. In fact, hose were actually military. Every time I hear military or hear about them, it's the saints come marching in. But first I get kind of a headache. And then I want to smoke again. And then I want to go to work and suck again. But not to make military equipment, after all, I never thought to that kind of stuff, but I'm no fool. But his equipment, of course, is used for the USA. As I said, only 3 pieces of equipment were missing out of Matthew Thomas's studio in New York. And his name at the time, of course, was Thomas Edison, and they were the light bulb, the switch, and the switch. And other than that, the only thing that they have against us is gunpowder. And all the technology points to USA. They don't own any of that technology, so we know how to use it better than they do. Just because I told someone not to use a weapon is no reason to threaten to pull a gun. Looks like they're from Kyiv, roaming and trying to find a boy to Kai. Because like I said, the proper name is Kyiv, so you should correct your address after the war's over. Now, remember, my grandmother once hated a daughter of Eve. It was an Eve song. Watch me with Cassie if you want to learn about Eve. She's the real Eve from Arabia. If you want to see who loses the Kyiv War, if you don't believe me, it's Melania Trump and Negligee from Venus. Because they're called supportive Hosen, not later Hosen Jr. So later Hosers, if you know the case. The good news, of course, is also that we solved the Karen McLaurin murders. All 3 were murdered, but the first 2 murders were murdered second after Miss McLaurin was murdered. We're so sorry for the family. However, the greater Kimberly Daniels family is also here. They're related to Mr. Austin. But of course, the Catherine the Great family does still exist. She was adopted by the Queen of England into the family of Catherine the Great. After all, she's the great royal, so she was able to do that. And of course, is Kate. So this is Brian Hayler. I'm the great translator of English. So they call me the English King. This is the first time I was the family taste tester. I didn't like a lot of things, which is good. Because if it's not meant for a royal, I don't want any. Doesn't mean I wouldn't try it. Doesn't mean I wouldn't have any. But if I don't like it, I don't want any more. It's just pork. Unfit pork. Starved vegetables and pesticides. After all, it's not a royal thing to call poison food. Or if you had it, if you know. But I do have a package called burnable wheat, which is called tobacco in a cigarette package. Believe it or not, in days like these, I prefer a package of burning wheat to an actual piece of meat. We'll see how later. So that's the draft of so anyway, everybody else unfortunately, I have work to do because I still have a little bit of war in my head, and I'm gonna go get another cigarette from. It's actually it's a Salem cigarette. So there are no witch trails here. You just have to know where to go. Ours finished last. No worries. I was expecting to knock on my side door, but it came in the middle of that to my front door. So It's okay. It was from the post office. It still let us know that the firecracker kid is okay. He had a really huge mental health breakdown, and no one told anybody about it. And fortunately, the Latino was not on. He thought he was a Spanish man, which they taught him were invaders from outer space type people. Because Spanish people are not aliens here if they're natural immigrants, though they will say that they are Latinos. But we don't judge them if they're Spanish, because the Native Americans of Spanish descent are called Latinos or Latinas. But if they call themselves Spanish, they're most likely of the first 6 generations. So they're not called natural immigrants, but that doesn't mean they aren't U.S. citizens. To farce and fake otherwise is called racism. We've already defined the degree of that treason. Anyway, this is the Royal from England. I'm going to give you all a message more than this in a little bit. All right.